I'm Paul McCree. We're at SurfKY in Madisonville, Kentucky. Glad you could join us here today. Going to spend some time with a young man from Muhlenberg County, Kentucky, and he was raised there. Now he lives in Nashville, Tennessee, pursuing a career as a songwriter and a singer and as a lover. We'll have to hear some more about that in just a few minutes. We're getting ready to spend some time with Mr. Travis Dukes.
This dark ink carved in my arm is a reminder every day. No matter how hard I try, I can't erase the pain. Your name is forever in the shadows. It's sketched in shades of gray. I regret it, it's too late to change it. It's driving me insane. You're like a bad tattoo. What else could I say? I'm like a druggie trying to hide the scars and the tracks in his veins. It's a memory that will haunt me until my dying day. Your name will be engraved in my tomb. You're like a bad tattoo. You're like a bad tattoo. I should have thought it over. Boy, I should have run. Instead of sitting for hours underneath that gun. With every stab that big old man dug his needle deep. But it didn't hurt as bad as the night you left me. You're like a bad tattoo. What else could I say? I'm like a druggie trying to hide the scars and the tracks in his veins. It's a memory that will haunt me until my dying day. Your name will be engraved in my tomb. You're like a bad tattoo. You're like a bad tattoo. I can't get rid of it, burn it, or guess I'll have to live with it. Oh, there's nothing I can do. You're like a bad tattoo. What else could I say? I'm like a druggie trying to hide the scars and the tracks in his veins. It's a memory that will haunt me until my dying day. Your name will be engraved in my tomb. You're like a bad tattoo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, your name will be engraved in my tomb. You're like a bad tattoo. Bad tattoo.
All right, that is Travis Dukes, and the first of several songs he's going to perform for us today. It's called Bad Tattoo. And Travis, great to finally meet you, sir.
You too, sir.
That's kind of strange because we've been corresponding via Facebook, and I've done a Surf Kentucky interview that's available online. If you type in surfkentucky.com and plug in Travis Dukes, you can read what we've already done, and now it's good to have you here live. And a great song, Bad Tattoo. You were originally from Muhlenberg County, correct?
That is correct.
And you went to school in Muhlenberg County?
Yeah, Muhlenberg North High School no longer exists, but
yeah. And then, did you go to Western? Was that correct?
yeah, I went to West Kentucky University. Got my hat on today. Yeah.
How did that was my idiot card there.
Oh, that's all right.
He says, in case you forget, I'm wearing the red. And then, so how did you get after college? Did you take a day job, or did you just say, I'm going to go into music?
Well, I had been told for the longest time that music is, something that is a lot of fun and you can make some money at it, but you need to definitely have a backup plan. And so I went to Western, got my degree in special education, exceptional education. Yeah. And I did teach for full time for 3 years down there at a school called Fairview High School, which is in Williamson County, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then went ahead and, as they say, quit your day job.
I did. That was a big, risk. It was very scary.
Yeah.
Definitely some highs and lows that came along with it, but a lot of hard work and just continuing to try to work hard, to get. There's still more goals I want to reach. So, but being able to do it full time, it has allowed me to practice, has allowed me to get better and harness my strengths and work on my weaknesses because I have that more time available because I don't have that day job,
Yeah.
So.
Well, we'll talk some more about that, but first let's get back to that first song, "Bad Tattoo." I love it, and it sounds like a song that Garth Brooks and Alan Jackson would fight over. It's just got it's got a great hook, a great imagery, and was it inspired by a real? I know several of your songs are inspired by real life events that happened to you. And did you see a real bad tattoo somewhere? And is it one we can talk about on the air?
Well, I'm sure my mother would love to know I don't have a single tattoo, so it's not about any of my tattoos. Actually, my friend James Breedwell, we co-wrote the song together,
Oh,
and
okay.
I walked into the writing room with him. He works for William Berry Publishing and works for them as a busy man, and he had that hook idea, and we started discussing it, and from there we just kind of came up with the melody and the guitar riff that you hear today, and it turned out to be a really cool song.
It is. It's a great song, and I know it's gotten big response on YouTube, and you're also on Reverb Nation, correct?
Reverb Nation, yeah. You too. You can also check all my stuff out on TravisDukes.com. We post some videos and new music and things like that periodically.
All right, we're going to talk some more, but first, let's hear something else from Travis Dukes. What do you got for us next?
I think I'm going to do a little song about love. I breathe in, I breathe out, and close my eyes. It's hard to see the light when it's in disguise. It's burning hot. Ooh, they hate it when it's not. Ready to rock, gonna give it all I got. Come on, let's go. Tap your toes, dip it low, cut a little rug. Hey, sing a little song about love. Everyone on earth to the angels up above. Hey, sing a little song about love. I feel the fire, I got them on their feet. Some are singing off key, some of the others are clapping off the beat. So pick a classic tune about a boy and a girl. Garth the Dylan, Elvis the Prince, Queen the Merle. $20 now, let's go. Tap your toes, dip it low, cut a little rug. Hey, sing a little song about love. Hey, everyone on earth to the angels up above. Let's sing a little song about love. Tap your toes, dip it low, cut a little rug. Hey, sing a little song about love. Hey, everyone on earth to the angels up above. Let's sing a little song about love. There's nothing else that I'd rather do than to sing these love songs for all of you. But we've only got the time for just one more. So let's rock this like never before. Let's go. Tap your toes, dip it low, cut a little rug. Hey, sing a little song about love. Everyone on earth to the angels up above. Let's sing a little song about love. Tap your toes, dip it low, cut a little rug. Sing a little song about love. Hey, everyone on earth to the angels up above. Let's sing a little song about love. 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 And sing a little song about love.
Little Song About Love, was that the song?
That was a song, a little song about love, yes.
And it's Travis Dukes, and he's with us today here at Surf Kentucky, and great to have you with us. And I'm still getting adapted because I'm not really a child of the internet. Let me let you know. So Travis and I, like I said before, we've only met on Facebook, so I was just happy when he walked in that he was not a 500-pound waitress from Poughkeepsie. So that was that's my bad joke of the day. So
Oh, that was
we'll
great.
get back to the interview now. But Travis is from Muhlenberg County, and did you grow up listening to any of the Muhlenberg County roots music, Everly Brothers, John Prine, Merle Travis, any of that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just everywhere around there, of course, because
Yeah.
everybody's so inspired by it. Everybody loves and has a great pride for those folks. Even though I feel like my only song that people from Muhlenberg County know from John Prine is Paradise. But I definitely listen to those people, but I think I listen more to the things like Tom Petty. People like that, the singer-songwriters that I really grew up listening to, and I still listen to today.
Your voice has kind of got a texture for me anyway, and I don't want to pigeonhole you in any way, but your voice texture sounds a little bit kind of a Jim Croce type, kind of that relaxed type sound that he had. So that's meant as a compliment. So,
Yes,
did you listen to any Jim Croce? It was long before your time. I'm
No,
sure.
Operator is one of my favorite songs.
Is it
And
really?
I was going to say new songs, but I really wasn't introduced into it until
Yeah.
recently. So it's new to me.
Well, that's the good thing with the internet. It does allow you to gain experience from past music, and so now you're playing a lot of area festivals and clubs in Nashville. And can you drop any names? I know there's a lot of. It seems like everybody is moving to Nashville as far as famous Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban, and I know I interviewed Mr. Phil Everly's wife, as a matter of fact, Patty Everly, his widow, and she said that since she's moved there, he and her did move there before he passed away, and she said, you go down the street and there's like Linda Ronstadt and you name it. Have you seen any really famous people since you've been down there? Or
Yeah,
drop a few names for
drop
us.
a
Come
few
on.
names. Well, I've gotten the privilege to hang out with certain people, that are up and coming or even superstars now in music, like Lee Brice,
Yeah.
Jarrett Neiman, and I've seen certain people here and there. The Predators, the Titans players. So
Yeah,
you see them out and about. Places
that's
like
cool.
that.
That's cool.
Jake Owens, another person I've one night I was playing, didn't even know who he was. He's a pretty famous country singer these days. Left me a pretty nice tip for play for his buddy's birthday celebration. That's been years ago now, but it was quite a compliment at the time, and even more so now knowing who he is and what he's accomplished. Hopefully, I can accomplish something along that way and get a nice little payday.
Ah, okay. Well, there's your lunch in case you don't.
That's right. Starving artist.
It is Travis Dukes, brought to you by Payday Candy Bars. Would you ask for them by name? No, actually, no one's paying us. Only one getting paid here today is Gary Gates. He's our video guy. Are you getting paid today, Gary?
I hope so.
Okay. Gary is unsure. All right, we can always chop that out, or we can leave it in. I've asked Travis to play a little request just for me, and it's a nice slow song. And I know this is kind of a pet peeve for me because I've interviewed, and this, by the way, this is my 40th year anniversary in radio and communications. this year.
Congratulations.
I started in 1975, and so I've had the privilege. I've interviewed John Prine. I've interviewed Don Brewer of Grand Funk Radio, which you probably never. I've even interviewed Lily Tomlin. But the thing that my pet peeve is that I love musicians, and especially that do original music like you. And you get in a club, and I'll pull up something on YouTube. And it's like, oh great, they've got it on YouTube, and people in the club will be totally ignoring you and not listening at all, and it will be like the greatest song you ever heard. And how do you deal with that?
Well, you just got to realize, that not everybody likes pepperoni pizza, but I know a lot of people that do. So
All right.
I just got to keep putting that product out there, and if somebody would like to use it, they're welcome to it. This song is Brand New Moon. It's one of my favorites I've ever written. So take a little time to think things through, 'cause I don't need another heartache and neither do you. Let it roll in your head before you open your mouth. You can't pull it back in. Won't you let it on out? It's an awkward silence. There's tension in the air. You seem so far away, yet I still smell your hair. Well, let's reunite on a brand new moon, because tonight is already ruined. When you start to cry, ain't no turning back. Let's say our goodbyes and leave it at that. Don't wanna scream and shout, 'cause we can work all this out on a brand new moon. Driving back home, I wanna give you a call, but it'd be best if I said nothing at all. I hear the alarm, I bet you sent me a message. I'm gonna have to pretend like you never left it. It's hard to breathe, my head's spinning around. You seem so close, but nowhere to be found. Well, let's reunite on a brand new moon, because tonight is already ruined. When you start to cry, ain't no turning back. Let's say our goodbyes and leave it at that. Don't wanna scream and shout, 'cause we can work all this out on a brand new moon. Well, that's all said and turned. Tangle the sheets, hop out the bed and walk the streets. But a new lunar phase will have to start before the sunlight can reflect on our hearts. Oh, let's reunite on a brand new moon, because tonight it's already ruined. When you start to cry, ain't no turning back. Let's say our goodbyes and leave it at that. Don't wanna scream and shout, 'cause we can work all this out on a brand new moon. Oh, 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 oh.
That was Travis Dukes and Brand New Moon. Another great song. Thanks for doing requests.
Hey, thank you very much for requesting that. It means a lot.
That. That's, somehow I had skipped over that song when I was going through Reverb Nation. So if somebody wants to hear your stuff on, they just go reverbnation.com.
Yeah, reverbnation.com, travisdukes.com. Those are probably the easiest places to find.
Okay.
Or also you could buy my CD at my show, or you could also purchase it off iTunes.
What's the title of the CD?
Well, the title of the CD that's on iTunes would be called the Dukes Tunes EP, but now there's also some singles online that you can find and purchase if you'd like.
Is there another Travis Dukes? I know I tried to Google it, and as you might think, I got a whole list of Travis Dukes.
Really?
But
Probably. I'm sure there's a few of them.
all right, I just want to make sure people get the right Travis. And so, playing clubs around Nashville, Bowling Green, Clarksville, Owensboro?
It's been a while since I've been to Owensboro, but I do like Owensboro because I can go get some moonlight afterwards, you know.
And then, of course, Evansville, and then south to Alabama, Mississippi. And tell us a little bit about traveling around, just going to someplace new and performing to a crowd completely cold that's not familiar with your music. How's that go?
Well, you know, it's quite an experience. You know, for instance, there was one trip we took. I took this past fall because I went to Mississippi and traveled back up through Alabama, and all those people were brand new to me, and I'm sure I was brand new to them as well. But just getting up there and just, you know, I've practiced a lot, and I just say, well, I'm just going to get up here and do what I always do, and if they like it, they're going to like it. If they don't, then they just won't have me back. you know. And I used to try to always appease the crowd, and I do. That's the main part of the music and the entertainment.
Yeah.
But you also got to stay true to yourself. So I always just try to stay true to what I do and do what I do, because that's what I feel like I can do best. And I always want to put out my best effort and my best performance every time I step up on a stage or step into a studio.
Have you ever gone into a place and thought, wow, this crowd is just not going to be blown over by what I'm about to do, and then you find out the exact opposite?
Yes.
That's got to be a great feeling.
It is a cool feeling. It's a really cool feeling. Actually, on that trip, it happened at the place I played in Alabama. On the way back up on that same trip, I just like, these people are not going to like my music, but they loved it.
Yeah.
They loved it, so it worked out great.
So you're making fans all over now.
Trying to.
Yeah.
You know, and if you'd like to keep up with me, you can always go to my fan pages on like Facebook, Twitter, Travis Duke's fan page on Twitter, Facebook, and all that. So
is there another CD forthcoming? Are you working on something new?
Well, I'm working on some stuff currently, doing some recording, writing a bunch of songs. I've probably written already 15 songs in 2015, if not more, working with different songwriters as well. So that's been a great thing, because, you know, I can bounce ideas off of other songwriters, and they, you know, a lot of times will come up with things that we never thought of because we're working together. So having a couple of different minds and a couple of different ways to look at different songs is really helps, and it also helps produce more quantity, but also produce quality.
Yeah. Let's hear something else. What do you got for us next?
Well, let's see. I was planning on doing a song called Redneck Royalty, which is one of my favorite new songs that I wrote with my buddy Mike Cool. I was actually playing that the other night in a venue, and somebody came up and asked me who did it. And I said, I wrote that.
That is a surefire hit.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
That's a good sign.
Well, cool, yeah.
It's Redneck Royalty, Travis Dukes.
She's redneck royalty. She's a wild ride on the wild side, an angel with a smoke ring halo. I'm gonna play it loud while she spins around. She's a little runaway tornado. She's a hot mess in a short dress, a beautiful disaster. She's a dance machine, a honky-tonk queen. Ain't nobody gonna outclass her, 'cause all the jacks, jokers and kings are playing the cards just right. She turns heads as I strum these strings. We're singing country songs tonight. She won't have a crown, 'cause she only drinks Jim Beam, a Cinderella in boots with a backward bruise. She's redneck royalty. She's redneck royalty, a denim and diamond kind of lady. Redneck royalty. Well, she's a dive bar, hillbilly rock star, and it's party time. Free drinkaholic, that's what I call it, 'cause she never has to spend a dime. All the jacks, the jokers and kings are playing the cards just right. She turns heads as I strum these strings. We're singing country songs tonight. She won't have a crown, 'cause she only drinks Jim Beam, a Cinderella in boots with a backward bruise. She's redneck royalty. She's a redneck royalty, a denim and diamond kind of lady. Redneck royalty, gonna drive the whole joint crazy. She's redneck royalty. The cowboys are fighting, who's gonna buy the double? She don't fall in love, but she loves to get in trouble. She'll rock out all night like nobody you've ever known, with a gold belt buckle and a bar stool for a throw. 'Cause all the jacks, the jokers and kings are playing the cards just right. She turns heads as I strum these strings. We're singing country songs tonight. She won't have a crown, 'cause she only drinks Jim Beam, a Cinderella in boots with a backward bruise. She's redneck royalty. She's redneck royalty, a denim and diamond kind of lady. Redneck royalty, gonna drive the whole joint crazy. Redneck royalty. but that don't even faze me. Redneck royalty, she knows how to amaze me. 'Cause she's a denim and diamond kind of lady. Ooh, oh, oh. Redneck royalty, she's redneck royalty.
Travis, I know you do a lot of benefit shows as well. Are those in Bowling Green and Nashville?
Well, mostly in Nashville. I got the privilege to work with the Susan G. Komen Foundation, which is breast cancer awareness organization down there. Did the Race for the Cure. There were thousands of people there racing early morning on a Saturday in Brentwood, Tennessee, and then all the people who put that event on, they had the patron party. I got to entertain at that occasion. And then I recently just got involved in an organization called Musicians on Call, and they have them in Nashville. They have the organization in New York City, Los Angeles. I believe those are only 3 major cities right now. But what it is, you sign up, and as a musician, you get to go into the hospitals there in the area, go to the bedsides of the patients and perform a song.
That's great.
Yeah, it's been quite an experience.
That's really good. Well, our best to you.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
so much for coming and joining us here at Surf Kentucky. And as we go out, I know we were talking off camera before about how you can really take a song by somebody else, a popular song, everybody's heard a million times a certain way, but if you take it, slow it down, speed it up, put your own twist to it. And you've done that, I know, with Van Morrison's Brown Eyed Girl. You do it sometimes with ukulele and then sometimes not. And also a great song from Journey. And so we're going to hear Travis Dukes one more time, wrapping things up at Surf Kentucky. Thanks so much for joining us.
Well, hey, where do we go? Days when the rains came, going down in that hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, yeah, yeah, skipping and a jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts a thumping at you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Well, whatever happened to the Tuesdays are so slow, going down in that old mine with a transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing, hiding behind a rainbow's walls, skipping and a jumping along the waterfall with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to say sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. It's so hard to find my way now that I'm on my own. I saw you just the other day, and my, how you've grown. Well, cast my memory back there low. Sometimes I get so overcome thinking about it, just thinking about making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to say sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, Sha la 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 de la de da. Sha la 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 de la de da. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. She took the midnight train going anywhere. I seen her in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard as their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living justified emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill. Well, everybody wants a thrill. Playing anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose, and some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard as their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living justified emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. So don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street lights, people. Whoa, whoa. So don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street lights, people. Whoa. So don't stop